Welcome back to the class. So like we promised today, we are going to solve about 2 or 3 questions. Then we'll see how far the construction we started is going. Good. So here I have the question on the board. A very simple question, but we're going to apply all the rules and the techniques we've discussed so far in the previous video to solve this question. We'll not waste much time. We'll go into so we can do more questions. Okay. Now, the question says, using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, draw line PQ 9 cm. Using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, draw line PQ 9 cm. Okay. So, like I explained the last time, I want to draw the line. We make sure our line is in between the lines of our exercise book or the answer booklet. Okay, good. So let's draw 9 cm. To draw 9 cm, first of all, take your ruler, draw a long line without measurement. Just a very long line without any measurement. Long line, no measurement. Long line, no measurement. Okay. Now you have to do this work with me. So make sure you have your tools so that we do the work at the same time. Okay, so now I have a long line without measurement. Then I measure 9 cm. The question says that I should measure 9 cm. So to measure 9 cm, I take my compass. Take your compass. Measure 9 cm. Take my compass. Measure 9 cm. 9 cm. Okay, I have 9 cm here. Hope you've measured your 9 cm. Okay. So now that we have 9 cm, let's draw. Now, remember I told you to always leave allowances for the drawing of angles. Okay, so we'll have that. Let me put this one here. So this is my 9 cm. This is 9 cm. So I stand here. Then with the same radius, I'll stand here. Same radius, I'll stand here. Then also this. Good. So this gives me what? Oh, my 9 cm. Now I have this. I hope you have your 9 cm. Now I have this. What do I do? What do I do? The length was what? The length was PQ. So I say PQ, and I have 9 cm. And I have 9 cm. PQ is 9 what? 9 cm. Good. Now let's continue. I. So when I do this, now I've answered the I part of the question. So this will attract some marks. It's very important. Without this, you have not finished. So make sure anytime you draw your baseline, you put your what? Your measurement. Very important. Now construct a perpendicular to PQ. Construct a perpendicular to PQ at Q. Remember, we learned how to construct perpendicular. So there are 3 ways of constructing what? Perpendicular lines. With the point outside the line, above or below the line, with the point on the line, and with the point at one end of the wall of the line. That's what we are asked to do. He said, construct a perpendicular to PQ at Q. That means we are going to construct perpendicular with the point at what? At Q. Good. Let me extend these lines a little for my angles. In case I'll do an angle there, let me extend these lines a little. Okay, that's an extension of these lines. And we continue. Good. So let's go. So now I want to construct perpendicular at what? At Q. To construct perpendicular at Q, what does I say? I say stand at Q. So we stand at Q here. Good. Then we draw our arcs. So I drew my arc. I hope you are doing your arc. Then you do your arc. This is what we get. At Q, then we get this. After getting this, then we bisect this line. Bisect the line this and that. So how do I bisect the line? I'll stand here, open more than half of the line, an arc above and an arc wall below. With the same radius, I'll stand here. The same radius, I'll stand here, an arc above and an arc wall below. Good. So now I have this. Then I draw my straight line through. This is the perpendicular to this at Q. The question is construct perpendicular to the line PQ at Q. So I'm constructing perpendicular there. This is what we do. Always make sure the tip of your pencil is in the point of intersection of the arcs. So we have this. Then I check this. Always make sure you check this. So we check this. Don't push the ruler to this. Make sure the tip of the pencil there, while sharpening. You check it here, there, and there. Then we draw our line through this. So this is a perpendicular line going through what? Going through point Q on that line. Very, very important. Good. So now I have the perpendicular. That's II. So I'm done with that. Then I'm to construct angle Q. Construct angle QPS 60 degree at P. This one is not even necessary. The moment you see this, if the question doesn't tell you at P, the angle or the letter in the middle, that is where the angle will be constructed. That means that this angle will be at point what? P. And we are constructing 60, the easiest among all angles, 60 degree. What did I say you should do? I said open your compass to any convenient radius at point P. At point P, draw a semicircle. Draw a semicircle. So I draw my semicircle at point what? Point P. Very nicely. Good. Then with the same radius, we stand at this end. Then we give an arc. Then we stand here. That is, I need 60, so I only draw one arc. Remember that I said the angles are from inside or out. So this is okay. If I needed a second angle, I would have also constructed. But since I need 60 degree at P, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's go. Let's go with this. So I'll draw my line through this 60 degree. 60 degree. I'll draw my 60 degree through this. I'll make sure the tip of the pencil here. I move my ruler properly. The tip of the pencil, shift the ruler to it. Check if it's okay. Then I draw through. So I get exactly what? 60 degree. And I put my 60 degree here. Then I'm fine. So I'm also done with this part of the question. Okay. So let's go. Now we have that. Then this is the part that I like so much. Now, such that PS is what? 6.5. That means we have S on this line. PS. This P. So S must be here. If we need 6.5 cm, what do? You come to measure 6.5 for cm. So take your compass. Make sure you are here. Make sure you are here with me. So I take this and I go to 6.5. 6.5. Okay, so I have my 6.5 measured here. I hope you have a 6.5 measured. Okay, so since we have our 6.5, let's stand at point P. At point P, what do? At point P, we draw 6 cm or 6.5 cm on this line. That's important. So this is our point what? This is our point S. So this is S. And point PS, according to the question, should be 6.5. So I put my 6.5 cm, 6.5 cm. So I have this. Very, very important. Now, construct a parallel line through PQ. A parallel line to this guy through point S. We are going to construct a parallel line to this guy. What are parallel lines? Parallel lines are lines that do not walk, that do not meet, but they move in the same direction. And one thing you should notice that the distance between the parallel lines must be the same. So if I'm going to construct a parallel line to this one at point S, then the distance between them must be the same. This is where the trick is. For you to get a distance, don't take your rule and just measure the distance here and here. No, this is wrong. Don't do this. We are going to construct perpendicular for us to get the accurate distance. You don't just measure this because for all you know, the ruler might have tilted a little bit. You will think you have it straight, but you don't have it. So the best way to get a distance here so that you can draw your parallel line is to draw a perpendicular this time from S to meet this line. And I explain to you that perpendicular lines with a point above the line. This is what we are doing. Here, we are constructing perpendicular from S to meet what? The line. So this is what I do. I stand at point S. Remember the perpendicular, the first one we constructed? Yeah, stand at S. Then I open my compass so that I can get arcs on this wall. This is my line. So I open my compass, check if I can get some arcs here. Okay, so this arc, let me open it a little. Okay, so this arc and that arc, nicely drawn. Now, after getting this, what do? Then I bisect just these two distances, or this and this. That's what I said. So I'm constructing perpendicular from S. What did I do? I stand here, open my compass, and I can get slanted what? Arcs. Okay. So then I stand here, open more than half of the line, then an arc below. I also come and stand here. Stand here. I also will stand here with the same radius. Make sure I have the same radius. Then make sure I have the same radius. Then make sure I have the same radius. Okay, it's exactly. Make sure you have the same radius. With the same radius, I stand here. Then I also draw this. So I draw that. Good. Now with this, I'm going to draw the perpendicular from S. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I need the exact distance. Don't just take your rule and measure. If you have this, draw a perpendicular from S to meet this line, then you can measure. So this is what I do. I stand here. Now that I have this, I can now join these together. So I'll get a straight line. You don't just take your rule and measure the distance between them. No, you get wrong. So once again, I put the tip of my pencil and I move this to it. I move this to it. Good. Then I draw my perpendicular. Good. Now that I have this is now the correct time for me to take the distance from here to here. So I'll not use my ruler to take the distance. I have to draw perpendicular. Then I use the compass to take what? To take the measurement. So I stand here, open to point what? S. Open to point S. I hope you are doing this with me. Make sure you are at this point with me. So I point S. Then I can give an arc. With that same, I'll stand in somewhere here. Maybe in the middle. I give another arc. Then at this point also, I give another arc. I'm constructing a parallel line to PQ. Because question says what? Construct a parallel line to PQ through S. And let the perpendicular through S. Let the perpendicular through Q. Okay, so the perpendicular through Q and the parallel line through S, they should meet at what? At R. The perpendicular through Q and the parallel line through S, they should meet somewhere at what? At R. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for point R. Then this is it. If you want to draw this, make sure the ruler is moving from the base to this. So you make sure the ruler is sitting on the base or the top of these guys. Then we draw our line from here to there. From here to there. Okay, let me shift this a little. Good. So I have this. Now I have this. Now I have this. So this is meeting this at point what? Point R. This is meeting this at point R. So this is the question that I have constructed there. Very, very simple construction. Very, very, very what? Simple construction. Good. So this is the answer to this. Now we're told to measure PR. To measure PR, take my distance, take my ruler. So I measure PR. So first of all, I can decide to draw a line, some broken lines to indicate that. So let's draw a broken line. I hope yours is good enough to measure. So make sure you have a better one to take the measurement and send me the measurement you get. If you have it in the comment section, send me the measurement you get for PR. Send me the measurement you got for PR. Then we'll talk from there. Okay. So this is the question for question 1, or this is the answer for question 1. Okay. Now let's go to a different question here. Let's take a different question quickly. Hope you have understood this. Very, very simple drawing. But if you don't take care, you will not be able to draw it. Okay. So let's go. So this I'll be reading the question, then we're drawing it. I'll be reading, then we'll draw. Read the question, then we draw it. I read the question, then you draw it. Go to the second question. So I read that question, then we do what? We answer the question. The question says that using a pair of compasses only, construct a triangle ABC such that AB is 9 cm. Then the angle at BC, the angle ABC was given as what? Was given as 90 degrees. The angle ABC was given as 90 degrees. So I mean the angle at B will be what? Will be 90. And the angle at BAC is 30 degrees. This is what we're given. We are going to draw a triangle with this. But you know that we've been given just one side, that is side 9 cm for AB and this. That means we are constructing a triangle with one side given and two angles. In the previous video, we explained that this is one of the ways by which we can what? We can construct what? Triangle. So let's see how that will turn out. But most of the time, before you do a construction, try and draw a sketch of it. Then you know how this will go. So instead of a pair of compasses only, we will construct. So let's say these are 9 cm. That is our AB. So AB is 9 cm. We have AB. Let's say this is 9 cm. And B has 90 degrees. So we have 90 degrees here. We have 90 degrees. We cut this. We have that. We bisect. We draw through. We have 90 degrees. Then this one we have 30. So we know how we do. And we bisect this. We draw through. We have, so they'll meet here. And this will be our point C. Now we are going to locate a point P on AC such that P is equidistant from A and B. We are locating a point P on AC such that that point is what? Is equidistant from A and B. That means we should bisect the line what? AB. When we bisect line AB, we'll be able to get that. You understand what I'm saying here? So when we bisect this, open more than half and add below, above, below, above, we draw through. So the point of intersection will be the point of P, so that the distance from here to there should be the same as well. That's what the question means by that. We should locate the point on AC that is equidistant from this and this. Bisect this line, and you get that point. You get the point I'm making here. The rest of it should measure AP. So once we measure A and P, we can tell them what AP is. Then what do we do next? Now, so we should find the area of these. We're going to measure the height with the base. Then we find them their area. So now let's do the real work. Let's go into the real work and do it. Let's go to the real work. So we have a sketch of what is going on, and let's go into the real work. So for the real work, what do we do? Measure a long line. Take a long line without measurement, a very long one. Without measurement, right? Okay, so let's go. Long line, no measurement. Long line, no measurement. Okay, so now let's measure 9 cm. Make sure you are doing this with me. Get your tools and let's work. So let's go. So we have this. Then we open our compass to 9 cm. The compass should be straight. Don't tilt it. Make sure it's straight so I can get. And also read your values from this. Always read from the top of the wall of the ruler. So I can get the perfect and the correct one measurement. Okay, so 9 cm is our length. Let's go. So I draw 9 cm. Stand here. I leave some allowance. It's not enough. Let me leave some allowance here. Okay, so 9 cm. Right, I draw my line. Then with this, I also stand here. Then draw. Perfect. Good. So let's go. So now we have what? We have our 9 cm. We have our 9 cm. Let's go. 9 cm. The distance AB is what? It's 9 cm. Write this one and keep it. And get marks, or we get marks out of that. Now, the angle at B is 90 degrees, such that angle ABC is 90. So I'm going to construct 90 degree here. To construct 90 degree, people, you know what to do. We first of all take our semicircle. So we open this to a convenient radius. We get our semicircle. Now with the semicircle's radius, we draw the semicircle's radius. We have this. Then we also have what? We also have that. We divide this into equal parts. Okay, so we have this now. Now, like I explained, I have 60, 60, 60. Construction is of angles, not addition and subtraction. From here to here is 60. So I need what? I need 30 more to add up to 60 to get 90. To get a 30, I need to bisect this. Bisection means divide the angle into two. So let's bisect this. To bisect this, I'll stand here, open to a convenient radius, and arc. Then I'll also stand here under convenient radius or the same radius. Then I draw what? The arc. The radius I use in drawing this arc, the same thing. I'll not close that. So we go. Let's go through. Then we draw our 90 degree. We draw a 90 degree through this. So we have this, that. Let's check it properly. Good. So I have what? I have 90 degree drawn. So I put my 90 degree here, then I continue. Now the angle at A, we are told to be 30 degree. Angle BAC is 30. How do I construct 30? Very easy. Start with my base, which is what? My semicircle. Don't get confused. Always a semicircle. Okay, so let's go. So semicircle, first of all, have this. Then my nicely drawn what? Semicircle. Always make sure the pencil, the compass is well sharpened. Yeah, to get the proper axe. Very important. So I have this, the same radius, and I get this. Because I need 30, there's no need to go and do this. I need 30. So I'm going to bisect my 60 in order to get what? 30 degree. So I stand here, then open to a convenient radius, and arc, and I'll stand here. Then another one, arc. Good. So now I have this. So what do? I'm going to now draw my line through because I've bisected the 60 and I have what? 30 now. So let's go. I'm going to draw a line through this. So I have this and I have that. I draw through. Let's go. Through this. Through that we go. I hope you are drawing with me. Okay, let's go. Let's extend this a little. Okay. Let's go. So I have this, and that becomes my what? My C, and that is 30 degrees. That's all, 30 degrees. So now I have drawn my triangle, and that is how beautiful it is. Now determine a point P on AC. Determine a point P on AC, such that the point is what? Is equidistant from A and B. We want a point on this line, such that when we move from that point to A, the distance should be the same as that point to what? B. What the question is trying to tell us is that we should bisect line what? AB. But when we bisect line AB, that locus, that path we will get, any point on it should be equidistant to what? AB. How do we bisect a line? Very simple. We stand here, open to more than half of it, then we go up above and below with a what? With an arc. So with this, I go an arc above, then an arc what? Below. And I also stand here with that same radius of people, that same radius. Don't change it. Stand here, then an arc above, then what? An arc below. Let's make sure this arc is going through perfectly. So let's make sure this arc is going through perfectly. Good. So we have it here. Now we can draw our locus, or we can now bisect the line. So the bisection gives me, and rub this one. Okay. So now what do I have here? I'll draw this through. I have this. I have that. Make sure I check and make sure everything is right. Then I draw my line through. So I'll draw my line through this. And the point where this line meets this, I call this point what? P. So this is a point P on this line. So that the distance from this to that should be the same as this to B. That's what the question meant by we doing that. Very simple question. And the question says we should construct, or we should measure what? AP. So we should measure AP. What's AP? AP is what? Measure yours, and once again send it to me. I got 5.5. I got 5.5. And I also want to measure this for the area. Because the question, the next question is calculate the area of the triangle. You know, area of a triangle equals what? Equals base times what? Times height. So this one gives me, I have also 5 point, I say 5 point, I'm this 6, right? Yeah, 6. So I got 6 for that. When you get yours, then you send it to me in the comment section. So when I measure this, I'm getting 6 cm. I'm getting 6 cm for this. Good. Now, the last question says find the area of the triangle. Find the area of the triangle APB. Wow. ABP or APB. That means we have to make sure we complete this. That's nice. Let's complete this to get a triangle out of this. Well, they want the area of this small triangle here. No problem. So let's complete this. So we can get a nice triangle for them. Remember that this triangle becomes isosceles because the side we have there will be the same as the side here. So let's measure the height. How do we find area of a triangle? Area of a triangle equals what? Equals half the base times the what? The height. So let's measure the height. We know the base is 9. Then we can go with. So let's measure the height. I have 2.6. I have 2.6. So my height is what? My height equals 2.6 cm. And your height is what? And the base is what? 9. So the base equals 9 cm. Now let's find the area. That will give us 1/2 times. We have base which is 9 and height which is what? 2.6. Height is 2.6. Then we cancel. This will go into itself 1 and go here. We'll have 4.5. When you divide 9 into 2, you get 4.5. So now we multiply 4.5 times 2.6. Now let's take the pointer. This is very simple. Let's take the pointer. We have 2 decimal places because first 1 second. So now we are going to multiply 45 by 26. Then after which we count 2 decimal places into it. So let's go. 65 gives me 30. So 0, 64, 24 plus that is 27. So I put my 7 down. Okay, so 27. Put everything down. 5, 2 or 2, 5 gives me what? 10. So I put 0 in that 1. Then 4, 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is what? 9. So I have this as 0, 7, 11. Then I count my decimal into 2 times. 1, 2. So I have 11.70 cm squared. That will be the area of this triangle. Very simple construction question. By the time they bring this one, at times we get a circle, and we also have to do what? We also have to calculate the area of the wall of the circle. Good. So this is about the question. Let's try the last question. The last question then will be out of here on construction. And you do more practice. More of the practice will help you to do what? Be able to construct when you have the question in your final exam. Your final exam. Some weeks to the exam. So you should be on your practice. All the subjects. Make sure you give them equal attention so you can make a better grade for senior high school. Let's go. Now this one says, using a pair of compasses and a ruler only, once again, construct triangle ABC such that AB is 6 cm, then AC is 8.5, and angle BAC is 120 degrees. So like I said, let's try and sketch this guy and see what is good. Let's sketch it first of all before we move on. We move on. So let's go. We first of all have this, a long line. We're told that AB is what? 6 cm. AB is 6 cm. If AB is 6 cm, then AC is what? AC should be 8.5. But we don't have. How do we draw AC? Do we know it goes this way or that? That means that they should give us an angle. And this is what we discussed in the previous video, that we are constructing a triangle with 2 sides given and an angle. So the first one becomes my baseline. We draw the angle before the length. But you see, the question gave us the length before the what? The angle. But be smart here. We are going to draw the angle at A, and the angle at A is 120 degrees. So for 120 degrees, we have this. You know the angle must go inside out. So we have this, then we have that. So I'm going to draw through this. That means I'm going to be shifting this way, going this direction. Good. So now, this 120 degrees. So now that we have 120 degrees, then we measure 8.5. If AC is 8.5, measure 8.5. Stand on A, then I give an arc, that's C. And that is 8.5. Then I join this one to this guy, then I get my what? My triangle. Now, the question is, construct a locus, L1, equidistant from A and B. Construct a locus, L1, equidistant from A and B. That means I'm to bisect the line of AB. That's the meaning of that locus. The next one says that construct, and how do I bisect the line? Stand here, more than half, above, below, then with the same radius, above and what? Below. Then we draw to record this L1. That's locus 1. Then construct a locus L2 of points equidistant from AB and AC. AB and AC. I told you, if you are given AB and AC, that means that we will bisect the angle at what? A. Locus coming from 2 lines a locus of points equidistant from AB and AC. This side is repeating itself. So we are going to bisect the angle at all at this. And this one, the bisection of this means 120. So, but they need the arc, so we have to bisect, show them the arc, and draw it through. Hope you understand what I'm saying here. You get the point. So now let's go straight into it and now draw. So that now we draw what? We draw the correct, using the tools, we have the correct what? Diagram. And then we have the sketch. We need to be quick when we are doing this so that the sketch will not take the whole time. Remember now we are timed to do this work. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. So we have AB 6 cm, because my diagram, let me shift a little because the diagram went there. So AB is 6 cm. I stand here, a long line, no measurement. Good. Then I measure AC. I measure AC 6 cm, AB 6 cm, AB 6 cm. Let's go AB 6 cm, AB 6 cm. Okay, so I have my 6 cm. I'm sure you have your 6 cm. Okay, so now that we have our 6 cms, we are going to draw this. We need some allowance for the angles, if there will be. So let's go, this is that. Then I have these as well. Very good. So this becomes AB. So I give my point A, B, and 6 cm. Very important to me. Very, very important. Now AC. AC is 8.5. This is the point. We don't know which direction. Is it going this way, that way? We don't know. So that means that we should be given an angle to give us the direction through which the line should go. Therefore, we can't draw the 8.5, but we have to go and check if there's an angle. And this is what we said earlier on once again, that we are constructing a triangle with 2 sides given and an arc. So keep that in your head. Anytime you have 2 sides and an angle, not an arc, and an angle, then this is what we are going to do. We are going to construct the first one, but we know that we can't draw the second distance unless we have drawn the angle. So let's go and draw angle 120 degree. Very, very easy. 120, additional 60 and 60. So I stand here, open to a convenient radius. Hey, come here. Open to a convenient radius. Then, what do? I give my semicircle nicely drawn. Then with this same radius, I give an arc. The first arc is my 60 from inside. Then the second arc becomes my what? My 120 degrees. So I need this. So now I have this. Now I'm going to draw through a second arc from inside out. So the second arc, take this. So that I have this guy as my 120 degrees. So I stand here and I stand there. I draw through. This. Good. So now I have this. And this gives me 120 degrees. 120 degrees. Okay. 120 degrees. Now, let's go. Now let's go and construct AC. Now we have a direction for that. So AC is 8.5. 8.5. Let's go. AC is 8.5. So we measure 8.5. 8.5. 8. Okay. So I have 8.5. Have 8.5. So with my 8.5, I stand here. Then an arc nicely. I mean, I have to extend that. No problem. Oh, where was this thing? Okay, no problem. That's interesting. So 8.5 up there. 8.5 up there. So I'll clean this and still join that to it. So 8.5, no problem. I'll extend this line and lift a little. Very good. So now I'm going to join this to that. I'm going to join these two. Let's make sure you are getting the correct thing here. Yeah, let's go. Hope you are joining with me. Okay, so I have my line joined. So that's become my point one. My point C. Nicely drawn. Nicely drawn. Okay, so let's go. Now, construct a locus L1 of point equidistant from AB. That means bisect the line at all, AB. So let's bisect the line AB. Let's bisect the line AB. Set the line AB. Open more than half, then an arc above, then an arc below. An arc above, and an arc below. And you also stand here with the same radius, an arc above, arc below. Let's extend this so that we can get, let's extend this. Good. Let's go. So now we join these 2 points to get our L1, which is the L1 is equidistant from A and B. So we have this, join this one. Good. So I'm calling this L1. L1. Calling this L1. Are you okay with this? Rub this. Okay. Now we continue. Now construct a locus, another one, L2, of point equidistant from AB and AC. Construct a locus L2 equidistant from AB and AC. That means we are bisecting the angular wall at A. How do I bisect the angle at A? That means I'll stand here, open to a convenient radius, an arc. With that same radius, another convenient, then another arc. And that should give me 60. Remember, if you bisect 120, you should get what? 60. So this line should go through our 60. Go through our 60. Good. So we have this. So where's our point of intersection? Where are they meeting? Okay, they are meeting somewhere here. So it's there. So let's draw this through. Let's go from here through this. So you can see how it's going through. Okay. It's going through this. Yeah, up to this point. So we have it here. Let me clean the extra arcs. Let me clean all these extra arcs. Okay. So we have this is also what? L2. Good. So we have constructed what? The question. So that's the question for you. Very simple question. This one is very, very simple. Very, very simple. You can try more. There are times after doing this, the question will tell that with the point of intersection of this, draw a circle. And most of the time, we are supposed to do that. Listen to this one. We are supposed to draw a circle around the figure, then you are going to bisect two sides. Like I bisect this, if I also bisect this side, which is side AC, and they meet with the point of intersection of these two lines, I can draw a circle around it. But this is also another question. So you can try more questions. If there's anything, comment, and we'll just reply you or help you out. Thank you very much for joining today's class. Hope you're able to practice so that you can get more of the construction understanding.